Welcome back to another episode of Just a Bit Offside. I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
It's our Week 2 NFL recap show. We're going to tell you how we did on our predictions, break down the games, and at the end, we're going to tell you which Week 3 games we're super excited about.
All right, let's go.
K-Dog, 1 o'clock games. How did it go Sunday football?
Funniest thing about this is last week I was saying, how can Week 2 be better than Week 1?
Yeah.
And it was. Okay.
There were some crazy games.
Yeah.
Crazy come from behind victories. Let's kick it off.
We got a lot of things wrong.
Let's we did.
We did.
Because of these, you never know what's going to happen on any given Sunday. We did get a few things wrong.
A lot. But we'll talk about that later.
Talk about our errors.
All right, let's dive into the 1 o'clockers.
1 o'clock.
I'm not sure if I actually put these all in order, but it's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Who cares? Washington Lions. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions 36, Washington 27. Again,
give it to Detroit.
Yeah, you took the Lions.
I did.
I took Washington because a divisional rival against the Packers. I lost. Carson Wentz, 30 for 46, 337 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Goff had 20 for 34, 256, 4 TDs. Nothing crazy.
4 TDs.
4 TDs is pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Good for the Lions.
Yeah,
good for the Lions. You.
Starting off the season 2-0, Detroit has not had a winning football team in a long time. Matthew Stafford left for the Rams in a trade with Goff. So good for the Lions. I mean, wish them. I mean, I know you don't because it's a division rival with your Green Bay Packers, but all the props to the Lions so far in this season.
Yeah. Next up, Jacksonville.
That was comical.
Indianapolis. 24-0 Jacksonville.
Comical.
You and I both took the Colts.
Yeah.
So we got a big donut on that one.
Now, the reason why we took the Colts is because they crapped the bed against Houston in week 1. And we're like, okay, it's a glitch. Matt Ryan has to come back from this. He's new on the Colts this season, coming over from Atlanta. We thought for sure the Colts in a comeback game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But no, Trevor Lawrence took it to him. How did Trevor Lawrence do in that game?
I don't even know what to say. Matt Ryan was 16 for 30 at 195 yards.
That's awful.
3 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. His QBR was 6.2.
That's not real.
No, it was 6.2.
A 6?
6.2 was his QBR.
That's really. I thought you were exaggerating.
No.
But Trevor Lawrence did.
Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, was 25 for 30, 235 yards, 2 TDs, and a QBR of 95.3.
Nice. Now that was the highest quarterback rating of the week.
With my research, because I'm the stats man. That was my highest QBR this week.
All right.
That's what I got. Even higher than...
Now, QBR is very subjective. There's so many factors in the rating. There were other quarterbacks like Tua, Josh Allen, players that had Lamar Jackson, players that had bigger stats, but he had the highest QBR. So that's worth noting that Jacksonville blanked out the Colts 24-0.
Yeah, I'll be straight up honest. I have no idea how they calculate the QBR, and I just really like saying it.
You just like saying the words QBR.
I just think it's a fun word to say.
That's
QBR.
a great acronym.
That's the thing.
All right.
There you go.
Next game.
The other thing that was that game, too, and Jacksonville's defense has been kind of, it's not really known for their defense. Jonathan Taylor had 9 carries for 54 yards.
And he's the projected number one running back in the league this year.
I thought that was kind of crazy. All right, next up, we got the Patriots and the Steelers. Patriots pulled it out 17-14. I had the Patriots. You had the Steelers.
Oh, sorry. The Patriots pulled it out. You said the Steelers.
Did I say the Steelers pulled it out?
Yeah.
All right, Patriots pulled it out. 17-14. And I had the Patriots. So that's a win for the old K-Dog. So.
I did pick the Steelers after what they did to the Bengals in week 1. The game was close, but Mac Jones, with a minor back injury, questionable whether he was going to play, pulled it out. Pulled out a W, so good for the Pats. What was Mac Jones' stats?
Pretty good. 252 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. QBR is 56.5. Trubisky did all right. 21 for 33, 168, a TD, 1 interception, but he was sacked 3 times.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That'll affect a game for sure.
Yeah, but the Patriots have a strong defense.
Yep.
So there you go.
Not a bad, not too shabby.
Yeah,
and
his QBR was 35.
In a horrible decision when it comes to fantasy football, we have a league versus fans, and we decided to bench Mac Jones. Not sure about his back injury and how well the Steelers shut down Joe Burrow in week 1. Decided to start another quarterback over Mac Jones. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah. Backing up once again, we don't know what the we're doing. All right. Next up, we got Giants and Panthers.
Yeah.
Once again, backing up what I just said.
Yeah.
You and I both took the Panthers, and they lost.
Thinking they would come back.
Yeah.
after
We wanted
last.
Baker to get a win. He
Yeah.
didn't. Giants 19, Panthers 16.
As an Eagles fan, I am. I hate the Giants. Not as much as I hate the Cowboys, but I hate the Giants. So seeing them start off 2-0, I'm not happy about it. But I mean, good on them. It was a tough game. We both took the Panthers to come back in week 2, and the Giants ended up pulling out a W.
Yeah. Mayfield had a garbage game. I don't even know what to even say.
Yeah.
14 for 29, 145 yards, 1 TD, 2 sacks, QBR of like 15.9.
Not good.
We're saying let's make it an even 16. Daniel Jones, 22 for 34, 176 yards, 1 TD, 3 sacks, QBR 37.
3 sacks, though.
Yeah,
Not
still
good.
sacked a few times too many, but a lot of people like Daniel Jones is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
They got to see something out of him.
He does. Yeah, he's got to perform this year.
Exactly. And the only other kind of matchup was people were going to see how McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley did.
Yeah.
You know, in the rushing yards.
Saquon Barkley did well in that game.
But he had 21 carries, 72 yards. Not bad. McCaffrey went 15 carries and he had 102 yards.
Nice.
You know, and one of his carries was 49 yards.
That's a good run.
That's a good run.
Yeah.
So there you go. So McCaffrey, it's good to see him back, but he gets injured a lot.
He does. A lot of people in the fantasy football world were a little skeptical to take CMC, as he's known, because of his constant injuries. But so far, so good. He's playing well.
All right.
All right, next game.
Next up, this was a good one. It actually wasn't, but it was a good one because I won. San Fran and Seattle. 27-7 San Fran. I took San Fran. This guy took Seattle because he was banking on Geno Smith.
Bullish on Geno Smith and the Seahawks after they won against Denver in week 1. I was pretty excited about the Seahawks, and San Francisco took it to them pretty easily, but some major news happened during that game.
Yeah, first quarter, Trey Lance broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Broke his ankle. There's also some ligament damage, they say.
He's done for the season.
Done for the season, which brings up Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Which I was excited for because I think Jimmy G's been done dirty. I think everybody...
Done dirty.
Everybody's been treating Jimmy G like crap. First of all, he's one sexy piece of man candy. Everybody agrees on that.
He's very handsome.
But regardless of that, they've been doing him dirty. He has been like literally on the trade block for every team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And every time something goes wrong, they're like, they should trade for Jimmy G. They should trade for Jimmy G. They should trade for the Jimmy G. Edmonton Eskimos need a backup. They should trade for Jimmy G. Like, and then he comes in and goes, okay, you know what? Guess what? I'm your starter now, you sons of bitches. So let's go. He played well.
He played good.
He played well. 13 for 21, 154 yards. He got sacked once. He had a TD, but he rushed in a TD.
He did.
So, which is awesome. Plus, he got $350,000 in bonuses.
That was a contract thing where he was able to go for less money but get bonused out. And he did really well in the games.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm glad, A, he came in, got the win, and then he's getting some extra cash out of them. So take as much cash out of San Fran as you can. And then when they try to renegotiate your contract, you pack your bag, you drop your drink, pour your coffee right on the general manager's table, maybe take a dump on his desk, and you move on. You do not re-sign with San Fran. They did you dirty, man.
I don't know anyone who has any sort of minimalistic ego at all goes, okay, you're going to draft this kid. You're going to start him over me, but then you need me because he's gone.
Yeah.
I, too, if I'm Jimmy G, I'm going to perform really well this season, prove that I'm a starter in this league, and then take the money and leave San Fran. Like, you need to go to another team who's going to appreciate you because I actually wholeheartedly believe Jimmy G is a starter in this league. I think he's a solid quarterback.
It's not even that. Not even that you drafted Trey Lance. You literally openly shopped me to every team in the league.
Yeah.
You didn't even try to hide it.
It's a smidge insulting.
Like, you were just literally like, what's up, Jimmy G? Not much. What are you doing, man? Oh, I'm just talking to the Panthers about trading you there. What are you doing? No, I'm going to go for lunch. All right. I
was going to go do some training, but now I'm sad.
Yeah. Enjoy Applebee's. Denver's calling at 3 o'clock. We'll see what we can do. Great.
All right. Next.
That went on for a little bit.
Next game.
All right. Next up. All right. Rams, Atlanta.
Yeah, the Rams came back after losing to Buffalo at home. The defending Super Bowl champion Rams had a great game. They killed Atlanta. Atlanta, I'm sorry, but you got rid of Matt Ryan. You went with Marcus Mariota. I think that was a horrible choice. Now, despite what Matt Ryan is doing on the Colts right now, I don't think it's 100% his fault. But honestly, the Rams showed why they're the defending Super Bowl champs. Cooper Kupp is going to be a Hall of Famer if he keeps putting up seasons like this.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp for
Just
sure.
so good.
But, I mean, come on. 31-27, they should have stomped Atlanta.
Atlanta came back.
Yeah.
It was a bigger lead, and Atlanta did come back later in the game, but the Rams pulled out the W. That's what's most important.
Yeah, 31-27, but that game was way too close.
Towards the end, yeah.
In my opinion, the Rams are not looking good this year.
And Cooper Kupp, if the Rams want to repeat, which is extremely difficult, if the Rams want to repeat, they got a tall order, but I'll never put anything past that coach and Cooper Kupp and the insane Rams defense.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm just saying, I wasn't impressed with this game. Stafford had a good game. Yeah, 22 for 36, 272 yards. He did have 2 interceptions, though.
That's one of them. I think was I could be wrong, but I could swear that Atlanta got back into the game on a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know if it was a pick six or
I wasn't actually watching the game. I watched a little bit of the highlights. That's about it. We both picked the Rams.
Yeah.
Denver, Houston, again, a game that was entirely too close. Denver, again, is another team that a lot of people are picking to win the AFC.
With getting Russell Wilson this year.
And they're, again, same thing. They're kind of just struggling.
Are people sleeping on the Houston Texans? Are they better than people are giving them credit for?
No, they're not.
With no Deshaun Watson.
No, Houston's garbage.
They tied week 1, and they held a close game against Denver this week 2.
No, Houston's garbage.
All right.
Yeah, this just in.
Breaking news.
Houston's garbage.
All right.
Yeah, you know who the quarterback is for Houston?
No.
No.
No, I
Do you?
don't.
No.
I don't.
No.
Wait, Mills?
Yeah. Davis Mills.
Davis
Mills. He was 19 for 38. He had 177 yards, 3 sacks, and a QBR rating of 19.9.
All right, not a good game.
So we're going to round that up to an even 20 for him.
What was the final score?
16-9. Denver.
It's still, Denver's not doing great.
No, Denver should have smoked the shit out of Houston.
Yeah, they should have.
So, and Wilson didn't have that great of a game either. He went 14 for 31, 219 yards. He got sacked 3 times, which is weird because Broncos have got a pretty solid
They have a solid O-line, yeah.
1 TD and 1 interception. You know,
all right.
There might have been some injuries to the O-line. I'm not even sure. Maybe was there? Maybe, I don't know.
But the 1 interception's not good.
Yeah. Well, anyways, regardless, you and I both took Denver.
We did.
Mostly because Houston is, yeah. All right. We have 2 1:00 games left.
All right.
And both of these games were off the chains.
There was some crazy finishes on Sunday. I know one of which you speak. Are we going to talk Ravens Dolphins next?
We are.
All right. So the Ravens were up big going into the fourth quarter. Everyone, even analysts, people are changing the channel. The game's over. Lamar Jackson, insane. He led the team in rushing. He threw for touchdowns. An awesome game. And then the fourth quarter started.
We're going to just fast forward right to the fourth quarter.
Let's go right to the fourth quarter.
So the final score, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. But the opening drive, though, which was kind of got overshadowed on this, was Devin Duvernay ran back 103 yards, opening kickoff. So Baltimore out the gates are up 7-0.
Yeah.
Literally 103 yards off the kickoff. You're like, okay,
That's a good start.
You're like, all right, here we go, right? Let's skip to the fourth. All right. We're talking beginning of the fourth. Ravens are up 35-14.
Yeah. And you're thinking, that's good.
Yeah. They're down 21.
Yeah.
I did the math. So,
yes, the Dolphins were down 3 touchdowns going into the fourth.
Yep.
And then Tua.
12 minutes and 12 seconds. Touchdown.
Yeah.
7 minutes and 47 seconds. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
5 minutes and 19 seconds left. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Game's tied.
Yeah.
Ravens, 2 minutes left. Field goal. 38-35. 14 seconds left.
Yeah.
Tua airs it out to Waddle.
It was Waddle. I remember that.
42-38. Final. 14 seconds left. They come back from down 21 and just light it up.
Unbelievable. Tua ends up with 6 touchdowns, 469 yards, and they come from behind with 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And shout out to, I know he's watching, Palmerino. We faced him this week in our Versus Fans Fantasy League. And he, of course, has Tyreek Hill. He's a huge Dolphins fan. So he's messaging the group about the comeback. Oh my gosh, the Dolphins are coming back. They're coming back. And I'm like, pump the brakes. It's early in the fourth. And sure enough, I don't know how they did it. It might be one of the greatest comebacks in the fourth quarter I've ever seen, with 4 touchdowns to win.
Lamar, solid game. Because
He had
Lamar,
a great game.
Lamar is still a beast.
Yeah.
21 for 29, 318 yards, 3 TDs, no sacks, and no interceptions.
Before you even get to the rushing part, so how many receptions versus throws again? There was such a high percentage.
21 to 29. 21 out of 29.
21 out of 29 for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions.
0 interceptions.
Insane. And then he rushed for over 100 yards.
His QBR was still 86 in the loss. And he was actually leading. He almost beat.
He almost led the league in rushing.
He was close. He almost led the whole week in rushing. But Aaron Jones beat him by a little bit.
He did lead the Ravens in rushing with Dobbins still out.
Yeah, he had 119 rushing yards.
And a TD.
The
rushing TD?
Justice Hill was the second leading rusher on Baltimore with 16 yards.
Wow.
First of all, we have to discuss that is an issue. He is running too much. He is going to RG3 himself right into commentating.
I will say that's funny. Yeah. I will say that Lamar is more talented than RG3. He's bigger and taller than RG3.
It's too much rushing.
I think he's better at it than RG3. Yeah. I'm just saying I don't agree with that at all. I think that a huge part of the Ravens' success is Lamar running the ball.
Yeah, until he rushes across the 40-yard line and gets knocked into a taco stand. You know, like it's, seriously, I'm just saying.
He's a big boy. That's all I'm saying.
All right, what do I know? Keeping with the stats, man. Tyreek Hill. I don't even know what you can even say about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And he was literally chirping Patrick Mahomes, earlier in the year, saying that Patrick Mahomes had the strongest arm in the NFL, but he'll take Tua's accuracy any day over Patrick Mahomes. And Tua's showing his accuracy. Mahomes is pretty pissed off about that. But
I would be too.
He's trying to play it off, but I'm like, no, you're pissed off about that. But Tyreek Hill, 11 for 13, 190 yards, 2 TDs.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, 11 for 19, 171 yards, 2 TDs. Combined, 361 yards.
It's amazing to have 2 receivers that are that talented. That's a winning combination. I was extremely not excited in any fantasy league to take Tyreek Hill with Tua at the helm versus Pat Mahomes throwing to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is one of the top fantasy wide receivers and just proving it in actual games, how talented he is. Yeah. I did not think he would have those kind of stats with Miami, and he's proving everyone wrong.
Yeah. And not to completely crap on Baltimore, because I still think Baltimore is an incredibly strong team in the AFC.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman had 108 yards, 1 TD, and Mark Andrews had 104 with a TD on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Baltimore played a great game.
Yeah.
It's just
the defense.
It's just, what are you going to say?
You can't let a team score 4 TDs on you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you can't.
You can't do that. No.
So it wasn't the offense's fault. And Mark Andrews is one of the top tight ends in the league. So Ravens played a great game. Lamar had a great game. The Dolphins had an insane comeback.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on.
All right, we got to keep going here. Last 1 o'clock game.
Okay.
Another one that you and I got wrong. The Jets and the Browns. Jets 31, Browns 30. You and I both picked,
close.
You and I both picked the Browns.
Yeah.
We
thought they would come back.
Yeah.
And after week 1.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah. We both on the last show openly said that the Jets are crap.
Yeah.
I got a text from Gary Vanderchuk late on Sunday. It's basically just a picture of his. I deserve that. No big deal.
If you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, we'll pop up an image here. He is an insanely diehard New York Jets fan.
Yeah.
Wants to buy the team at one point. He's a motivational speaker and entrepreneur and media like conglomerates guy.
I definitely deserve that text.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, this
Straight
game,
up dick pic.
Yeah, this game you can just literally fast forward to the fourth, like I did with the Baltimore game.
Okay.
Basically, a minute 32 left in the game. A minute and 32 is left in the game.
Yeah.
Cleveland's up 30-17
Yeah.
with a minute 32 left.
You pretty much can.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Minute 22, TD to Davis. All right?
Yep, I'm in.
There we go. This is the best part. Onside kick. And it worked.
You know what the odds are on that, by the way? Onside kicks do not work very often.
There is nothing better than an onside kick working.
Yeah, it's cool to watch.
Yeah. You know when you set your alarm and you got to get up at 6 a.m. and you're like, wake up in the middle of the night and you roll over and you're like, oh, I hope it's not close to 6. And you look and it's like 2:30 in the morning and you're like, yes, I got 3.5 hours more sleep. That's how it feels when an onside kick works. I love when an onside kick works. So the onside kick works. 22 seconds left. Wilson, TD, 31-30. Ashton Davis, interception. Boom, game over. They came back with a minute
impressive.
and 32 left. Unbelievable.
So great job by the New York Jets. Neither of us picked that you would win that game.
Flacco. That's all I got to say.
He played well.
That's all I got to say.
All right.
I don't know what else to say. He's 2 years older than Brady, and he's rocking it.
He's not 2 years older
Yeah.
than Brady.
We can get into all that, but it's fine. I don't want to get into all that.
No, we got 4 o'clock games.
But yeah, we're dragging it on. So
There's
let's
so much were happening in the 4 o'clock game.
we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Tampa and New Orleans.
I picked the Saints to win that game only because Tom Brady was 0-4 against the Saints in the last couple of seasons. Like his bugaboo is the New Orleans Saints. Like he does not play well against the Saints. So I took the Saints and it looked good early, but then Tampa Bay just turned it on to another level. But there was some drama in the game if you want to discuss that.
This game was boring with a capital B.
It was like field goal to field goal.
Yeah, it was like nothing. It was like 3-0 at halftime or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But late in the third, I didn't actually write down when it actually happened, but basically there was a little bit of a dust up. Brady and Lattimore started chatting. Mike Evans came off. Well, no, he's still on the field. He was he came running over and just gave Lattimore a nice, who's your daddy?
He pushed him hard.
Yeah, and then it was just WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And
fisticuffs.
everything cleared. It was a pretty good brawl.
A melee,
if you will. It was a pretty good brawl. I guess Evans and Lattimore have a massive. They've had beefs forever.
Well, the problem is that and if you know football at all, Lattimore has a reputation of being very chippy. Like he will hands on you your entire time and not get called for it often.
Yeah.
And he is constantly just pushing and hitting you.
Yeah.
And he plays a little dirty.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that. Lattimore is a bit of a dirty defensive back.
Yeah, they were showing clips of them getting into it back when Winston was Jameis Winston was the quarterback for Tampa. Like it's been going on for a long time.
Been going on for a while.
So anyways, basically what happened though was it was weird that happened and it like rallied the Buccaneers, but then the Saints went off the rails.
Yeah.
Like after that, like Winston went like just interception happy.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
He is a reputation for doing.
Like he was just winging it, right?
Yeah.
And then the Bucs, who have an amazing defense, stepped it up, and the game was just
What was
over.
the final score? Like 24-3? 24-6?
I didn't even write the score down here.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no, I did. 2010. Sorry, 2010.
2010.
2010.
I knew the
Winston-
Bucks were
yeah.
on a big comeback.
Yeah, Winston ended up like literally with a QBR of 13.7.
Yeah.
6 sacks, 3 interceptions.
That's a horrible game.
Now, Brady didn't really turn it on. He had one throw. Was it to Evans? I don't know if it was to Evans or who it was to, but he had one throw for a TD that was just beautiful.
Evans did not get it.
It wasn't Evans. I didn't think it was Evans.
No.
I can't remember who it was, but he just...
It was a nice drop in. Yeah,
he just...
he's good at that.
It was unbelievable. But overall, game, Tampa wins. I picked Tampa, so I win that one too.
Yeah, you did.
But overall, I don't know. Tampa's kind of...
I still think
Yeah,
they're going to be a contender, obviously a playoff team. You're not going to have Tom Brady missing the playoffs.
No.
So I think that it'll be interesting to see how the Bucks turn it up a notch come closer to playoffs.
Yeah. Mike Evans is suspended.
One game.
One game.
One game suspension.
And he's on our fantasy team.
Which he's appealing.
He's appealing. And he plays the Packers next week. So there you go. So it's kind of a win-lose for me. But there you go. So anyways.
Next.
Okay, next up, we've got Arizona and the Raiders.
Yeah,
Cardinals
that was
and the Raiders.
a huge comeback win for the Arizona Cardinals, who I believe I picked.
Yep, you did. You got this one right.
The
Yep.
Raiders, it was in Las Vegas. They were up pretty big, and then Arizona just had a last second TD, and they needed to make the 2-point conversion in order to send it into overtime, which they did, and they won. It was a great comeback win.
It was honestly Murray took over in the fourth. You fast forward to the fourth.
Yeah.
Like it started out with Murray running in a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Earlier, right? Then that makes it 23-15 Vegas, so they're down by 8. Then Murray takes over and runs in the TD with no time left on the clock.
I saw that.
So he ran in the 2-point conversion on the previous touchdown to put them down by 8. Then he runs in the touchdown, to make him down by
pretty
2.
easily, actually.
Yeah,
It was an easy
He
touchdown.
scrambled a little bit, but it was nice. And then basically the 2-point conversion, no time left on the clock. Beautiful throw to send it into overtime, and then it was a fumble, and that was it. And Byron Murphy grabbed it, and that was it, and it was over. Okay. Bengals, Cowboys.
I hate the Dallas Cowboys, and it's because I'm an Eagles fan. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone and their grandmother was asking Jerry Jones what he was going to do that Dak Prescott needed thumb surgery. Are you going to trade? Are you going to pick up a free agent quarterback? What are you going to do? And he said, you know what? I'm going to start Cooper Rush. And everyone said, who? And then the guy, he did it. For what, I don't know what's wrong with the Bengals after losing to the Steelers in week 1, losing to the Cowboys in week 2. We have Joe Burrow on our fantasy team. Just absolute garbage play. He's getting sacked so much. He's getting sacked so many times.
I
can't explain it.
I truly don't even know what to say about this game.
And then Cooper Rush did well. He played well. The Cowboys won the game. And I hate the Cowboys, but good on Cooper Rush for proving, like, literally everyone was talking about trade for Jimmy G, trade for this guy, trade for Tyler Huntley, pick up Cam Newton off the free agency. Like, everyone, nobody was giving this kid a chance except for the Cowboys going, nope, we're going to start Cooper Rush. And he played really well. What was his stats for Cooper Rush?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. 19 for 31, 235 yards, 1 TD, 1 sack, QBR 78.
It's not bad. It's a good game.
That's good. Joe
Game.
Burrow, 24 for 36, 200 yards, 6 sacks. Six sacks, 1 TD,
brutal.
QBR of like 48.4. What are the Bengals doing?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't understand. You spent a ton of money on your offensive line. Burrow is not going to make it another season if he keeps getting average sacked 5 times a game.
He was sacked 5 times against the Steelers, right? And
I believe
6 against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And we get negative fantasy points every time he's sacked.
Well, that's even worse.
That's even worse. We need Joe. I was excited to draft Joe Burrow.
Now, Dallas has a good D, but still, like that's still.
I mean, Micah Parsons is really good.
Yeah, he sacked him twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too much. Too much. And Ezekiel Elliott as well. I don't know what's going on with that guy either.
Yeah.
If I want to pick on the Cowboys a little bit, we shouldn't because the Cowboys, they're having a rough go right now. Even though they won, that's why I wore this. But anyways, Ezekiel Elliott, 15 carries for 53 yards, like 3.5 average. Ezekiel Elliott should be.
He should be dominating.
He should be pounding that, but I don't know what's going on there. So, all right. That is.
All the 4 o'clock games?
All the 4 o'clock games.
What was the Sunday night game? That was the Packers, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, it was.
Your Packers.
Yep. Yeah.
K-Dog's favorite team, the Packers, and they were taking on, who were they playing again?
The Bears.
The Bears, the Bears snuck out a win against San Francisco in week 1.
Yeah.
The defense is really solid. I'm not sure about Justin Fields, but I thought the Bears had a really good chance. I still think we both took the Packers. It's in Lambeau. And sure enough, the Packers pretty much dominated the game.
Yeah, final was 27-10 Packers. Bears came out hot.
Yeah, it was a solid start.
Yeah, they looked good right off the get-go, and then it all went scrap.
Packers run game amazing. Aaron Jones, I love. They actually pointed it out on the Sunday game that Green Bay is fortunate enough to have 2 solid running backs that you can actually not just most teams that have 2 solid running backs will alternate, right? These guys are out there at the same time.
Yeah.
So I saw one play where if you have 2 amazing solid running backs and they are both in motion behind Aaron Rodgers, they fake the handoff to one and give it to the other, but they're both solid. So if you're a defense, you're like, oh, which one are they gonna? Yeah. If they fake a handoff to Aaron Jones, who you expect to be amazing, your eyes are gonna go to Aaron Jones, but then you have AJ Dillon, getting the ball. Like it's an insane 1-2 combination, and then you got Aaron Rodgers being able to throw the ball any way he wants. He also ran. I saw one play where Aaron Rodgers actually took off and ran for like 14 yards and got the first down. And I was like, those legs turned 39 this December.
Yeah, no.
And I was pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, he was rocking and rolling. I mean, against the Vikings in week 1, they the run game wasn't strong.
No.
So they stepped up the run game in obviously against the Bears. Aaron Jones, 15 yards, 132 yards, 15 carries, sorry.
Yeah.
He went 3 for 3 on receiving, too, for a couple of 38 yards.
He had a reception touchdown and a rushing touchdown?
I don't have that.
Aaron Jones. Yeah. I watched the game.
Yeah. I didn't write that down.
That.
Yeah. I remember the touchdown, But A.J. Dillon had 18 carries for 61 yards. So that's a good 1-2 punch.
Almost 200 rushing yards with 2 dudes.
Yeah. David Montgomery had, 15 carries for 122 yards for the Bears, so you got to give him some props.
Solid game.
He did okay. At the end of the day, I mean, Rodgers, 234 yards, 3 sacks, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Everybody knows Rodgers doesn't turn the ball over. He's not a turnover quarterback. Fields, however, 7 for 11, 70 yards, 1 interception, 3 sacks, a QBR of 6.7.
Did you say 7 for 11?
7 for 11,
That's
70 yards.
Horrible.
Now, Packers defense is looking good this year.
It's getting better.
Now, the problem is Rodgers still got sacked 3 times.
Yeah.
Their O-line has to get strong again. Jenkins is coming back, and so is Bakhtiari. They say that every week.
That's what you need is Bakhtiari.
And we need Jenkins back for sure. And the receiving core has got to get a little stronger. Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs has got to, they're new, but they're getting into the system. But you got to give it to Randall Cobb and, Sammy
Lazard came back.
But Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, he had a good game.
3 for 4, 93 yards. Randall Cobb went 3 for 3 and 37 yards. That's great. We'll take that. You know,
Yeah.
Preston Smith had a couple sacks. We'll take that.
Randall Cobb is 49 years old.
You know, like
So it's a pretty impressive. He's not 49.
you know. So
Yeah, good game. Packers win. So good job for K-Dog. We both took the Packers in our predictions.
Yeah.
But on a personal level, good win on your team.
it's the Bears.
It's still a win.
It's
You need
a win's a win, but
and
it's
it's
like
a division game. It's good.
It's like taking your cousin to prom. You get dressed up, you have a good time, but you know what? Don't be proud about it.
Don't be proud of it.
You know. All right, the Bills game was first. You know.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't
other
wanna
than
say it.
the Titans sucked. Derrick Henry was the only highlight. Tannehill didn't play well. Robert Woods, we needed to score a couple touchdowns to win our fantasy this week against fans. That didn't happen. The Titans, I don't know what's wrong with you. You guys were insanely talented the last few seasons, and the Titans have gone downhill. The Buffalo Bills are right now my pick to win the Super Bowl.
They are
insanely good.
They're so good. I mean,
they're really good.
I picked the Chiefs to win the AFC, but I don't know.
I don't know.
They they're just dominant.
They're dominating.
They just when they decide to go, they just go.
Josh Allen is an insanely talented quarterback. They have Stephon Diggs. I'd say their only real drawback is running back.
Yeah,
Singletary's not amazing. Like I don't feel like if Buffalo had an insane running back, they'd be unstoppable. I think that's their only weak point because they have Knox at tight end. They have great receivers. They have Stephon Diggs had 3 touchdowns yesterday. Josh Allen, so good, but and the defense, and by adding Von Miller, you're just absolutely dominating.
Yeah, the Stephon Diggs thing, I'm more impressed that he went 12 for 14.
Yeah, that's good.
12 for 14, 148 yards, and the 3 TDs.
3 TDs.
Josh Allen, again, 26 for 38, 4 TDs. Like, just
insane.
87, QBR. Just
what was the
great
final
game.
score? It was like 40-something.
41-7.
41-7.
And they held Derrick Henry to 13 carries, 25 yards. He did get the only TD.
Got the only TD.
But Titans also fumbled 3 times.
Yeah.
Buffalo didn't fumble once.
So
Buffalo's just...
Titans are going this way, and Buffalo is going to be one of the top teams in the AFC and the league this season. All right, let's break down the last Monday night game. It's my Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
So right out of the gate, my Philadelphia Eagles, just strong game. Jalen Hurts was on fire. I was very nervous about this game, but the Eagles played insanely well the whole way through. And A.J. Brown, solid game. But Jalen Hurts. To me, it's about Jalen Hurts. I'm so excited as an Eagles fan to finally have a quarterback that can throw, can run. He can do it all. He ran in for 2 TDs. I'm sure you have all the proper stats, so I'll defer to you now. But Eagles with a huge win against the Minnesota Vikings.
These Eagles are going to be an issue. Like this is not good.
Yeah, baby.
Get out of the NFC. Go play in the AFC. You're going to be a pain in the ass to me.
Yeah, they are.
They look good.
They look really good.
They look good.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is looking great.
He's insanely good.
He's looking great. 11 carries, 57 yards rushing. I mean, that's again nice.
He rushed in 2 TDs, and I believe he threw for 2 or 1.
1 TD. 1 TD. Yeah. 26 for 31, 333 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. He did get sacked 3 times, so that's not great. Cousins, didn't have a good game. Yeah. 27-46, 221 yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions, 2 sacks. For a QBR of 17.5. Yeah, I mean, and Kirk Cousins, by the way, which is comical, led, and I'm dead serious here. Okay. I'm not lying. I'm the stats man.
Okay.
He led the Vikings in rushing.
That's horrible. You have Dalvin Cook.
Kirk Cousins led the Vikings in rushing.
That's horrible.
Dalvin Cook had 6 carries for 17 yards.
If you can hold Dalvin Cook, who's an RB1, hold Dalvin Cook to that many yards, you had a great game.
Kirk Cousins had 20 yards rushing.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Justin Jefferson, who last week against my Packers put
Killed
up
it.
700 yards,
Yeah.
and everybody named him the MVP. This week, 6 receptions, 48 yards, and he was targeted 12 times. So he went 6 for 12, which when you do the math on that, that's
not good.
That's a fitty.
That's about 50%.
That's about 50%. So, yeah. So
Not
I guess, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Justin Jefferson still.
He's
an
be a top
incredible wide receiver,
yeah.
but top 5 for sure. But no, Eagles took it to him, man, and the Eagles are going to be a problem for me.
I'm
not
very
excited about this.
because in our division, yes, the Giants are 2-0, and so are the Eagles, but the Giants are not as good of a team as the Eagles. Cowboys are 1-1. They're still going to go with Cooper Rush. And then the Washington Commanders are 0-2 and are horrible and have our old QB Carson Wentz, who is just a absolute bust.
Yeah.
He's going to be, if he's this bad with the Eagles, the Colts, and then now the Commanders, Carson Wentz will not be a starting quarterback in this league in the next 2 years.
Yeah, something's just not right.
He's just not there.
Yeah.
Like, even when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, thank you.
Yeah.
That was because Carson Wentz had actually an MVP-like season, got injured, but it was actually the backup that won us the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Nick Foles.
Nick Foles came in, and the QB special, all of it to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It wasn't Carson Wentz.
No.
So I'm sorry, but Carson Wentz was never the same after he got injured, and he did not do well with the Colts last season. And now with the Commanders, they're 0-2. Give me my Eagles all day long. All right.
I think you're playing the Commanders this week.
We are playing the Commanders. So week 3, we're not going to go into our predictions. We've got our prediction show that will air Thursday morning on Just a Bit Offside. So right now, we're going to just highlight the games that we are excited about to end the show, and then tune in for our prediction show. We should mention how we did in our predictions for week 2.
Yes.
So where are we at, Statman?
Statsman, I won. 8-7. Boom. Make it
You
rain.
got 8 correct. I had 7 correct.
Yeah. We got
K-Dog.
we got a lot of things wrong though.
We got a lot wrong.
It was impressive. It was impressive how many things we got wrong.
There were definitely some ones that we should have gotten right. I am very upset with a few of those games.
Yeah.
But as we have it now in our season-long total, K-Dog is +1 in the prediction column. We'll tune in for our Thursday morning prediction show. But what week 3 games are we excited about, K-Dog?
We got 4 games that we're excited about. Of
All
course,
right,
two
let's talk
are
about
our
it.
teams, of course. But I mean the Bills Miami game.
Now if you said that preseason, I'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Now I care. They're both in the same division. They're both 2-0. They're both on dominating, just high scoring wins. 2 amazing teams with amazing receivers and quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Who is good? We can't officially predict this game.
No.
Just yet. We'll save that for the prediction show.
Yeah.
But I am excited for this game. I hope they flex it. Do you know what time they're doing that game?
I actually have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, but
All right.
But I know. Well, I think it's early. I think
If it's a
early.
1 o'clock
I think it's a
game?
1 o'clocker.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It'll be the best 1 o'clock game of the week for sure.
Bills theoretically are on a short week.
Yeah.
Obviously, they played last night, and Miami played at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I mean, Miami's on a high, but so is Buffalo. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to take that.
Do we know where it's being played? I didn't look that
It's
up.
in Miami.
It's in Miami.
Yeah.
So Buffalo also has to travel.
Yeah.
Not very far.
Not very
but, New York to Florida, but still.
Yeah.
I can't wait to break down this game for the prediction show, but we are very excited. That's one of the matchups we're very excited about for week 3.
Buffalo, Miami. That's like a 2-hour flight on JetBlue. They'll make it in no time.
JetBlue?
Yeah.
Is that what they're taking?
That's what they're
All right.
taking. Okay, this game is we again. It's divisional.
Yeah.
Rams Cardinals.
Yeah.
And the Rams have to smash the Cardinals.
And they better smarten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cardinals are coming off that great win, which is awesome, but the Rams have to smash them.
It's a very tough division that they're in. But yeah, this is a very sort of signature game for these two teams. Like, if you're going to win your division, these two have to battle it out. So it'll be a very interesting game.
Yeah. And then the Eagles and Commanders, which we've kind of already touched on.
Well, the games we're excited about, we're always going to talk about our two favorite teams. So, yeah, the Eagles are taking on Washington Commanders and Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I am very excited. We are going to go 3-0. I'm just saying that.
All right. And the 4 o'clocker for me, Packers and Bucks.
That's a great game.
In Tampa. Woo. Everyone's going to be talking about this game all week.
Yeah. Rodgers and Brady.
No Mike Evans unless he appeals it.
Yeah.
Which either way, if he doesn't, it's great for the Packers, great for me. If he does appeal it, great for me because he's in our fantasy league.
Yeah, it's both.
It's going to be a game. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I think it's going to be low scoring. Even with these two quarterbacks, I mean,
know what?
I think it's going to be low scoring.
I'm going to go the opposite. I think it's going to be Rodgers and Brady going, no, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you.
No.
And I could see it being a very high scoring game.
Yeah. I'm nervous about the Packers offensive line.
Okay.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Even although
Tampa does have a great defense.
They have a great defense. But Tampa as well, having said that, they have some injuries on the O-line too. So both O-lines are a little skeptical. They both have some pretty deep injuries going there. I still think the defense is going to shine in this game. I think it's going to be low scoring. Game. Yeah. But we'll see. You know, they can wing it. So we'll find out.
Yep. We'll see. It'll be very interesting. Actually, we do have the 1 o'clock. We have the breakdown here.
Okay.
What time it is. So the Bills-Dolphins is
it 1 o'clock?
Is a 1 o'clock game.
All right. Yep.
And then the Monday night game I'm excited about. It's Cowboys-Giants. They're both in my division. I would actually... You're going to think I'm crazy because of how much I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But I would want to see the Cowboys beat the Giants just so the Eagles can take the top spot in the NFC.
Yeah. Giants are 2-0.
Yeah, Giants are 2-0.
Yeah. Everybody wants to watch Cooper Rush.
It's rush hour.
Every time I say Cooper, I just want to say Cup.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, no. Cooper Rush.
It's rush hour.
Oh, my God, that's the promo now. It's rush hour. He's like...
Rush hour. A poster with him and Jackie Chan. All right, so that is the games that we're excited about for week 3. Thank you so much for tuning in to our week 2 recap on Just a Bit Offside. Tune in for our prediction show. We'll also smack talk a little fantasy football. That's coming up. We'll air Thursday a.m. on our brand new channel. And make sure you're checking us out on Instagram as well at Just a Bit Offside. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love talking NFL. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.